Are we ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Think so?
I
All right.
think I'm
Are we
ready.
safe distance?
Probably not.
Nope, doesn't look like it.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Let's get over a little bit. All right, good morning, church. We're glad that you're joining us again on this day at 10 o'clock. We really hope that these videos have been an encouragement to you and that you've enjoyed these. We appreciate the feedback that we've received from them. We've enjoyed making them. And so we hope today is a benefit to you as the others have been.
We've talked a lot about prayer during this time together, and understandably so. It's one of the greatest tools that God gives us. It's one of the biggest resources we have in our spiritual walk. But one of the greatest enemies of prayer, I think, in a lot of our lives is repetition. We spend a lot of time praying the exact same prayers the exact same way about the exact same things. And it gets to the point where it's just this sort of cycle of bowing our heads, saying a few words, and then moving on. How can I vary our prayer lives, especially during a time like this? There's a pretty interesting idea. This isn't anything that Sean and I came up with. In fact, we've actually both read a book that covers it pretty well. That's simply called, I believe, Pray in the Bible. But he lays out this concept, the author of the book, whose name I really can't remember. I'll throw it up on the screen or something as we're watching. We're not writing anything. But he talks about taking the Psalms and praying through them. An example would be taking something like Psalm 23. That's a pretty well-known psalm, right? It starts with the idea of the Lord is my shepherd. And so then you take that and you say, okay, God, thank you for being my shepherd. Thank you for leading me where I need to go, even when I don't understand it. But you also might take the word shepherd. That makes you think of our shepherds. And you might thank God for the shepherds here at the Portland Church of Christ. Pray for them during this very confusing and unforeseen time. It might make you think of someone you know. Maybe there's someone you know who has sheep. I don't know. As silly as that sounds, just allow the Psalms to guide your thoughts, and then allow those to guide you into different areas of prayer that you might not have previously experienced.
Another suggestion with your prayer life, and again, it comes from the Psalms, is pray creatively. Like Sam said, sometimes we get stuck in the routine and we say the same words and we say the same phrases in the same ways, whether it's a prayer when we wake up or it's a prayer before we go to bed at night. We get stuck in that routine. And so pray creatively. Let me give you an example. We sing a song from this psalm, but I think we can learn a lesson in prayer. In Psalm 42, David says, "As a deer pants for flowing streams, so pants my soul for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God?" And then he says, "My tears have been my food day and night, while they say to me all the day long, where is your God?" David was a poet, and he used words and put words in a way that a lot of us don't use them anymore. Very metaphorically, and I think we can learn a lesson there in our prayers. And praying creatively. We approach God, talking to Him in a well thought out and honest way of how we are feeling, and describe that to God. It doesn't have to be big words. It can be something very simple, but think through your prayers, offer them in a creative way in your feelings and expressions to God.
Church, we appreciate you, we love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.